Welcome back to the Harpreet Singh Show. Today I have a book expert and blogger here to tell us her top picks and tell us why and how we can incorporate reading into our daily lives. Please welcome Saira Khan. Welcome to the show, Saira.
Hi.
Thank you for being here today. So I'm really excited about today's segment about books. Before we get started, tell me why you started reading. What inspired you to start blogging too now?
Well, I was always a reader growing up, and during my undergrad, I started working at Chapters Indigo the bookstore, and I just loved recommending books there. So during my time there, I was part of their national campaign, and I got to recommend books on a national level through the company.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so I just loved that. So I started an Instagram, and I'm also on Twitter and Tumblr, and I try to blog about books.
So you're blogging about them, and you're writing reviews and sharing your opinions on these books. Wonderful.
Yeah.
And what would you say is the importance of reading books and the benefits that we gain from reading books?
There's so many benefits to reading books. I mean, you know, you're exercising your mind, just like you exercise your body. Reading is great for writing and vocabulary. It's also very stimulating for the brain, especially for children. The earlier you start, the better the reading and writing is going to be.
Right.
And then also the vocabulary, and it really fosters a sense of creativity and imagination.
Yeah, so it's really beneficial to every single person in so many ways.
Very much so.
So what about the non-readers? Because I know there's a lot of people that love books, but then there's a lot of people that say, oh, I'm not a reader. But why is that? Is it because they're not picking the right books? Do they have no knowledge? Like, what is it?
I think maybe they haven't found the book for them.
Okay.
And in instances like this, go to your local bookstore or your library, and don't hesitate to go up to the librarian or the bookseller. We want to talk to you. We want to find a book that you speak to. Some people, they don't like stories. So there's so many educational books out there. You can learn about business, about science. So you just need to find your niche.
Yeah, because a lot of people have that misconception, because when they think of books, they either think books are boring or they think that they're fictional stories.
Yeah.
But what else is out there for people? What do they need to know?
There is so much out there. Like, it's crazy. Especially like in the last few years, publishing has just been like out of control.
Right.
So, you know, if you go into the kids section, there's so many more books, and there's a lot of books that help tackle hard subjects that you might not know how to talk to your kids about.
Like what?
You know, kids dealing with anxiety. Lots of children don't know what anxiety is. So there's a lot of books about girls.
It's like educational books, things that teach you about life.
Very much
and,
so.
You know, issues that we deal with on a daily life, which is good.
And it's a great topic.
It's not just the stories that we hear about, and there's actually things that can really benefit us in our daily lives. Now, I'm guilty of this too, but what about the people that say, oh, why read the book? I'd rather watch the movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, movies are stimulating, of course.
Yeah.
But when you read the book, you're using your imagination and your creativity.
Okay.
So, you know, instead of being told that the color was orange, you're imagining that orange. So it's great for the brain. And, you know, you get to world build as well. And also, I mean, watch the movie. I always do this with my younger cousins. I'll be like, do you want to read this book? And then we can go watch the movie after. It's like a game. So, I mean, if your kids don't like reading books, but they would like to watch movies, maybe try to incorporate that. Be like, oh, let's read the book Hugo, and then let's watch the movie.
And how can people follow you, your blog? What are you located on?
I'm most active on Instagram, so at Reader Saira Khan.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter and Tumblr as well, and YouTube.
So that's at Reader Saira Khan.
At Reader Saira
Perfect.
Khan.
Thank you so much for sharing all this valuable information today.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.